The last time I was spinning here, I was a very bad example because I was licking my fingers. It's so convenient, but yes, you shouldn't do that because then, you know, you lick your fingers and then when you lick again, you're putting whatever is in the flax into your mouth. And if it was retted, that can include mold and mildew. But it's so convenient. Anyway, I have water here now. And I have this little spinning basket. So I've hung it on the distaff. And I'm going to see if this little... No, it doesn't fit. Well, see, this is why. It's just so convenient. Maybe if I get a different dish, it'll fit in the basket. This one fits inside of the other one, so in theory, it's not perfect, but it'll do. All right, let's spin a little flax. I don't have a fire going today because it is just too chilly. I know that sounds funny, like it's too cold for a fire. But the thing is, having a fire in a fireplace, where does all the air go? It goes up and out, right? So if it's really cold outside, you're going to cause a draft in the further corners of your house, which for us is the bedrooms. So if I put a fire, I will be warm and whoever's upstairs doing homework is going to freeze. And I love my family, so I don't want them to freeze and we're just going to skip the fire tonight. I had a fun day today and I want to tell you about it for today's Vlogmas. So I'm just going to sit here and spin and be cozy and tell you what I got up to today. I got to go hang out with my mom and it was a lot of fun because this year so many of us in my family have been asking, you know, when she's getting the Christmas list together, like, what does everybody want? People have been saying, you know, things from thrift stores, like specifically, or antique stores, or used, or whatever. And I love that. I love that it's probably my fault, and I'm having a little bit of an influence there. Nah, Mark came this way. I guess we infected our children with love of old stuff. That's okay though, they haven't rebelled against it yet. Like they haven't gone out and gotten apartments to fill with brand new IKEA furniture or something. So far so good. Anyway, I went out with my mom and we went to some thrift stores and we went antiquing and she got me lunch and it was lovely. We went to one resale shop. It's like a consignment kind of resale shop. And why are you so squeaky? We went to one consignment shop where I saw a few cute little sort of cute things, but they were also kind of kitschy. And like, I enjoy kitsch if it's intentional kitsch. You know what I mean? Like, you can be tacky if it's a choice, but if you're accidentally tacky, then it's like actually tacky. Does that work? Does that make any sense? I hope you know what I mean. It's like cringe humor. Like if you're trying to use cringe humor, you have to be aware that it's cringe and lean into it far enough that it's not like the first season of The Office where it's like actually uncomfortable to witness, but it's more like, I don't know, dad jokes where we all get a chuckle, but we're ashamed that we did because it's kind of cringe. I don't know if this makes sense. You can all let me know in the comments. You've been letting me know all kinds of things in the comments. It's been a lot of fun reading, actually. I am going to have another episode coming up at some point where will do an update on the stocking. We have tracked down the pattern, and that is very, very, very exciting. And I've been making progress. I didn't get the pattern until I had already started my recreation of the stocking. So, turns out I was right. I can count stitches. Yay. Huzzah. So that was affirming that I can count to 60. Yeah. We'll do an update on that later in a different Vlogmas. Today I want to talk about my day I had today. So anyway, I'm kind of down a rabbit hole again. It happens. Where was I? Oh, right. Okay. Kitschy things. Yeah, they were kind of kitschy, but it was like the kind of kitschy that you wouldn't buy at a store, but you would enjoy it if someone made it for you. I mean, at least I would. I know there's people. Why am I wearing my glasses? Where was I for the second time? This is why I don't record in the evenings. Because I'm just kind of really all over the place. Anyway, kitsch. Yes, so they had the kind of things. You're going to let me know what you think. The kind of things that you would accept, like if someone you cared about made it for you, you would think it was adorable because it's clear they put time into it and thought of you, right? I know some people don't like handmade things at all. I don't know. They're not fiber friends, so it doesn't matter. What I did think was cute was this little wreath with the different colors, and I thought whenever I do finish my Santa stockings, I will have leftover acrylic, and I could make a little wreath like this, and because it's acrylic, I could put it on the door that like faces outside, and it would be fine because it's acrylic, and I would enjoy it because it's yarn, and it would be festive because it's Christmassy colors, and it would be yarn. And my family would just have to put up with it because I'm nice to them and I don't freeze them with fires in the basement, and so they can live with yarn on the door. And I think that's a good plan. Maybe I'll do that next year. I don't know. And then there was this cute little crocheted Christmas tree, but it was kind of dusty. I don't know if you could tell in the footage, but it was kind of dusty. And I was like, when this was new, I bet it was really cute. But this is the kind of thing that you want to get from someone who crochets, or like directly from a craft, like festival or market, like a Christmas craft market. That's where I'd want to get this kind of thing. I don't know. I thought they were cute, but not purchasable cute. Then we went to a new antique store slash furniture repair slash curated boutique kind of. It was totally my vibe. They had a Pendleton blanket, and I was like, yes, please. More of this. It's like $200 and some. And I'm like, yes, this is what wool blankets from small, depends on your definition of local, but they're just like 2 states away from me. There's 50 states, so like they could be way farther. It's kind of local. Anyway, I thought that was really cool because there's so much stuff that used to be really special when you would travel somewhere, or you had to find somewhere that was distributing it locally to you. And now you can just go buy anything on the internet. Pros and cons, but to actually, like, I can't afford a Pendleton blanket, but I got to touch one and it felt like wool and it was really nice. They had the exact same needlepoint that my great aunt did. What? I never dreamed that I would see another finished needlepoint of this exact Four Seasons pattern. I thought that was so cool, and I was like, this is a sign that I'm going to find good things here, and I'm definitely going to go visit them again in the future. And then we went upstairs, and oh my goodness, also there was a brass unicorn. they had all kinds of actual woven blankets that were really cool. So I wondered where they came from. Like, was that tourist market stuff? Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then I found a flax wheel. I love that it said flax wheel though, because so often, you know, it just says spinning wheel, or I don't know. The flax on there for me was like an extra step of some sort of research attempt. But even if you were going to spin, like, you couldn't do this with it. Because it had, like, it would basically have to be a quill wheel. You can see this sort of hand cranked design on some old medieval pictures, but I don't think this would have ever been for that. I think that this wheel was a bobbin winder, and it would be hand cranked and it would wind piles and piles of bobbins for all of your weaving needs. But it was in really good shape. I don't think it was that old. I would imagine it came from somewhere, it probably maybe even could have been 1900s, like maybe probably pre-1950s though. I don't know. It had metal parts to it, metal components on it. So I don't think that's 100% an indicator of age, but it could be. I thought it was really pretty. The wood was in great condition. I love that they have curated stuff there. I hope I don't go back and there's an actual spinning wheel, because I feel like it would be in really good shape to be in that store, that particular store, and it would be tempting. But I actually already bought another wheel. I haven't picked it up yet. I have to go into Chicago to pick it up, and that's very vlog worthy. So we'll do another Vlogmas for that one. They had rotary telephones there too. I didn't get any video of those, but that was just fun. You know that I turned the dial a couple times just to hear it go. Yeah, the sound is so nostalgic. Now I don't know anyone's phone number because my phone knows their phone numbers and I don't have to. I used to memorize phone numbers by patterns because I can't remember numbers very well. So on the keypad, I would remember the shape, and that's how I would remember people's phone numbers. So if someone asked me, you know, like my mom's phone number or something, I would have to, in my mind, imagine the keypad, and then I could draw out the shape of it, and then I would know what the phone number was. And I can't do that anymore, so I've had to come up with other strategies to remember numbers. And that's, I blame technology for that. I don't know if that matters at all, or who cares, but. So that's the question of today. Do you remember numbers, phone numbers? And for some of you, this won't even apply at all, because if you've only ever had a cell phone or a phone that remembered the numbers for you, it's not gonna matter. But if you remember the days where you could get stranded somewhere and have to go to a payphone because you did not have a cell phone, and you had to just have those numbers for recall in your mind, did you remember the numbers, the actual string of numbers, or did you have patterns on the keypad? I'm curious, and I think that's an interesting thing to find out about. I bet there's a split. I bet some people are like, numbers. I don't know. Let's talk about it. It's time to open the next advent box from Twice Sheared Sheep. They sent me this box. I have an affiliate code. If you use it, I get a commission. It works for anything on their website. Feel free to use it if you'd like to. It supports Jilly and Eve. So thank you if you do. All right, disclosures out of the way. Let's open day 5. Now we're closer to each other and I can see if things are in focus or not. All right, let's open it up and see. Oh, they're little yarn bobbins and they're little puppies. Look at how cute those are. I know that when Dawn came up with these, she was thinking for knitters and crocheters, but I'm gonna tell you right now, these are great for spinners. Like, Having a cute little dog holding your yarn, you can actually really check your twist angle because you'd have a bunch of it laid out on here. And then when you start spinning, you do your plyback check. You can, this is cool. Like, this is really cool. If you want something cute and you can afford it, go to Twice Shared Sheep, but you know, use a little card or tag or something. That would work as well. To use, wrap yarn around the middle of the bobbin and place the working end into the notch at the dog's mouth. He's gonna hold the yarn in his mouth. Wind small amounts of color for intarsia or other color work. Wrap your cast on tail to keep it out of the way. Those are great uses as well. What a helpful little doggo. Here they are. I have to be careful how I hold these up to the camera because I don't want it to look like they're about to make us little puppy bobbins. I kind of accidentally did for a second. I was like, ooh, yikes. Anyway, these are cute. I'm gonna use them for my yarn samples when I'm spinning to keep consistency. And I'm gonna put them in my tin. I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure that Dawn, who owns Twice Shared Sheep and comes up with a lot of the cute little notions and stuff, I'm pretty sure she does the artwork for these. I'm gonna double check. But there they are, tucked away, being guarded by squirrels who will pelt you with marshmallows if you know, come by with nefarious intentions, like tangling the yarn or felting the wool, frogging what doesn't need to be frogged. The horror. All right, fiber friends, I hope you had fun doing a little antiquing with me today, and I will see you in the next Vlogmas episode. I forgot to do a reminder of this, but we are doing another annual Distaff Day fiber exchange. You can join us for that through the Jillian Eve Discord. If you join my Patreon, you can put your Discord info in there and then you will be linked to the Discord and you can join the Distaff Day swap. It works through Elfster. You sign up again through Discord, that's where the link is, and then we will shortly draw names to swap and we send each other some fiber. We encourage it to be like a distash so you don't have to go shopping. And then on Distaff Day in January, we do sort of a hangout live chat all day, kind of all day, and then people pop in there and meet up with their swap partners and open up their packages and we spin and chat and it's a really good fun time. So if you'd like to be part of the annual Distaff Fiber Swap, there's only a couple days left. I think we're drawing names on the 9th, so you'll want to get in there pretty quick. Hopefully I'll see you there.